Hello, students. This is Dr. Henry, and I'm your instructor for OAD 211 Medical Terminology. This particular video is designed to introduce you to the concepts you need to focus on for Chapters 6 and 7. All right, this week we're covering Chapter 6, which is the lymphatic and immune system. So that's two different systems, but they do have complementary features that work together. And then we're also going to cover Chapter 7, the respiratory system, which aids or acts as one of the first line defenders in the immune system. All right, so let's start with Chapter 6. And as always, you always want to make sure that you pay attention to the combining forms for each system because this will help you to focus on what are the things you want or that you need to review to help you understand the terms that you're going to cover in this chapter. All right, so looking at the lymphatic system, it has three main functions. And so first, it helps you to absorb fats and fat-soluble vitamins. And so some of you may be thinking that, oh, I don't even need this system, but you really do because fat does perform some important functions for the body, and especially when absorbing only vitamins that have to be fat-soluble. So you do need this particular function. Another function of the lymphatic system is to remove waste. And so it removes waste products from different tissues, and it also helps the immune system to destroy certain pathogens. And so, of course, a pathogen is any microorganism that causes disease. So a virus or bacteria would be a pathogen. And then the third function of the lymphatic system is to return that filtered lymph, which is a clear fluid, back to the veins. Other things that I wanted to focus on, the structures of the lymphatic system. These are some other things you want to make sure that you concentrate on during your studies, and that is the structures of the lymphatic system, which includes the circulation component of it, how it circulates. So it does use the motion of pumping, like the motion of muscles, and this helps to move that lymph fluid through the body to do what it's designed to do. There are lymphatic capillaries and the lymphatic vessels and ducts, and then the lymph nodes, which you may have heard about. And so you do want to focus on what those are and how they help the immune system as well. And then lastly, lymphocytes. And so those components that assist with destroying or removing pathogens, which are items that cause disease, so bacteria or viruses, they assist those lymphatic components assist the immune system. So that's why this particular chapter covers both the lymphatic system and the immune system. Now I've moved along, and now I'm here at the components of the immune system that you need to focus on. So it also has structures and functions. So the function of the immune system is to, of course, protect your body, to protect it from pathogens and allergens and toxins and malignant cells. So all of those are different things that would contribute to destroying the body. So you want to focus on those things and how the immune system protects the body. It also destroys harmful substances that might enter the body, and it attacks or it identifies and attacks as well. So the first line of defense, your particular or our, let's say every human being's body's immune system has what is called a first line of defense, and this is a multi-layered first line of defense. So one of the components of the first line of defense is your skin. So I don't know if you've ever had a scrape or a cut or anything, but your skin has several layers, which you'll learn about in this throughout this course. I don't think we haven't done the skin system yet, into the integumentary system, but it's coming up. But those layers are all performing a protective barrier for your entire body. So that's one of the components of the first line defense of the immune system. Then you have the respiratory system, which we're going to look at in just a second. That's why it's also being covered this week, because it does have some components that assist the immune system in expelling foreign matter and different gases that the body produces but doesn't need when you inhale, exhale. The digestive system also, your stomach has acids that sometimes destroys invaders that may have been harmful to the body. So the digestive system also assists the immune system. The lymphatic system as well, which we are covering together with this system. So just be aware of that as you study chapter 6, which is the lymphatic and immune systems. Now, this leads us to chapter 7, which is the respiratory system. All right, so some things you want to focus on for the respiratory system is always and first and foremost the combining forms, and then the functions of it. So what is the respiratory system designed to do? We just heard that it plays a part in your immune system, but as a separate system, what is its main function? So it delivers air to your lungs so you can breathe. And when you breathe that air in, it's going to convert or change that air, or it's going to pull out the oxygen, and that oxygen is going to assist blood. So it conveys that oxygen from the inhaled air, and it sends that good oxygen to your blood, which you know your blood goes throughout the body to feed all your other cells and etc. Which learned that in an earlier chapter. And then also the respiratory system expels waste products through when you exhale. We exhale harmful gases that the body doesn't need or that the body produces with all the other reactions that it does. And then lastly, it assists us with language and speech because it makes the airflow to your larynx. All right, so you also want to be familiar with the structures of the respiratory system. They're here on this diagram, and then the rest of the chapter does do a good job of outlining each of them. Some of the components are associated with the upper respiratory tract, so that's going to be your nose, your mouth, your pharynx, epiglottis, larynx, and trachea, and then the lower respiratory tract, which is the bronchial tree and your lungs. And they're in the thoracic cavity, of your chest. So all of these things you want to focus on. And I'm not sure if you're going to be watching this video before, during, or after the COVID-19 pandemic, but remember how we talked about the respiratory system being a component of the immune system? Well, the COVID-19 virus attacks the respiratory system. And so that's why this area, for those of you who have had to wear those face masks, that's why during the pandemic or the COVID-19 pandemic, this entire area is covered, because that face mask is helping you to help protect your respiratory system, which is a target of the COVID-19 virus. So keep all of this in mind as you study through chapters 6 and 7. As always, if you have questions, concerns, or comments, you can reach out to me via email. My email is shenry@lawsonstate.edu. Thanks for watching. Bye.